I'm squeezing my own nips. That's all
What's
right.
up, boys?
What's up, dogs?
What's up?
What is shaking?
Hey, it's another Wednesday podcast. The time is flying by still.
Seriously, man. I mean, granted, everybody saw each other on Sunday, but still.
Yeah.
Best movie showing of all time.
Which we will discuss today because we got Halloween 3 up for review. And I actually, if you tuned in Sunday, watched it for the first time myself. And I'm looking forward to talking about it.
And I'm still Owen Green. I didn't have to change anything because it was all set up from Sunday.
You haven't changed since Sunday?
Of course not.
That's true.
Nice.
Only changed from Sunday to Sunday.
Oh,
That's all just take your underwear and you turn it inside out. You get an extra day out of it.
all right.
Extra 2 days.
That's what it's all
There you
about.
go.
Joe, what's cracking, dog?
What's up, man? How y'all doing? Good. I've been a little fortunate. I've been off all week, so I've been doing
Oh, look at you.
nothing all week, man.
Hell yeah.
Nice. It's been pretty nice, man.
Did everyone do their homework this week? Because listen at me. When I actually do my homework, I'm like, you guys better have done yours.
Better do your homework. I did it.
I don't want to be the only one that didn't or that did do it.
Well, I did kind of half because I had like homework, like for school, and then I had this homework. So I'm hopefully I pull out a C- for this grade.
See,
What's up, GK?
Gabriel's in the house. Long
Love
time
the
no
Gabe.
see.
We're looking forward to talking about the Halloween
Yeah.
3 experience.
The Halloween 3 experience. It was like a horror ride, like a theme park horror ride.
Yep. The one that has shut down for lack of interest 2 days into it.
The Oscars, and I was like, man. When I was watching the Oscars, it just came to me. The Halloween 3. I couldn't stop thinking about it because of the quality of the movie. Oscar worthy.
Speaking of the Oscars,
Really
The
good.
slap heard around the world. There you go.
That's right.
Oh, cool. Did you just show that to everybody? That's all we saw?
yeah, I saw that on Facebook before we went live, and I was like, I'm gonna put that on the podcast because it's funny.
Oh,
That
those
was
memes, they're everywhere. It's just like Wilson. It's just ridiculous.
Can
Every
we
time
just
I
bring
scroll.
that back
Those are
up
the
and
theme-
admire it?
It goes with the theme tonight.
Look at that. Evil Night. That goes beautifully with the theme this evening.
That's Tommy.
That is Tommy.
That was awesome.
All right.
Unreal.
So what's new, gang? Patrick, how's the mail call this week? You get anything cool?
No, it's a dry week. I've been so busy I haven't even been on looking for stuff. But yeah, I got a dry week, so I have
Well,
nothing.
make something
I
up.
have nothing.
No, I'm just kidding.
Absolutely nothing. Well, I was prodding and poking you on Friday, thinking you were gonna bring out that Halloween 3 advertisement stuff.
Halloween 3 advertisement stuff.
Remember when we did the press kits and you showed all the different advertisement things? I'm like, hey, throw it up on Friday.
Yeah. How come you didn't say anything on Friday? I would have totally done that.
I did, but you had your glasses on, so I don't know if you remember.
Is that you, Patrick? You have because of the Big Mac I ate that day.
Big Mac that I prepared in the back.
Man,
Uh-huh.
I can taste that Mac sauce still right this very second. Your sunglasses were on, so you don't remember it. That's what happens to me when I wear sunglasses. I
It's too
forget
tight.
stuff.
They're too tight right here on the temples.
Well, maybe if you didn't wear your sunglasses around, you wouldn't feel so high all the time.
So yeah, I do not have anything. What about you, Big Joe?
I'm actually was very lucky this past week.
There's that a week. He has like a haul now, I bet.
Well, yeah, of course, y'all know I picked this up during the auction.
Yep.
And this is actually pretty cool. I was sitting on the toilet, and
Yep. Where we read.
I literally went through the whole dang book, man.
I noticed the OBI is gone. Did that by chance fall in the toilet?
Oh no, it's right here. I'm kind of keeping it protected.
Ran out of paper. You had to use it.
yeah.
Patring, don't you love that? I just rubbed in that my knowledge. Thanks to you. I get
See,
to
you're learning.
recognize my knowledge of what those things are called on the side of Japanese shit.
That's it.
OBI is like a sleeve that goes around a media.
What does it stand for again, Patring?
Outer band insert.
Auto
what it-
band insert?
Outer, because it's the outer band
Outer
that goes
band.
around it.
That's so.
That's pretty
It's like-
cool. And I got a couple more things. We went to that thing this past weekend with Tony Moran and whatnot.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Found this pretty dope ass tumbler.
Cool.
Dang, that's cool.
You know, Fiesta down here is a big deal. So
Perfect for
going down
wine.
to Fiesta, we got the right colors. So we got that going.
On the streets.
They had some customizable. So this is kind of like the what do you
Whoa.
call that one, the Living Dead doll.
The Living Dead one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
this is a customized one for kills,
Oh wow.
and it looks creepy as hell, man.
Dude, that's rad. I really like that.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, and I even had the guy even signed it on the
Halligan
back.
tool and everything.
Yeah, the artist himself signed it for me, so he was this was a cool find. He said he messed up because he had nothing but 2018 ones, and he messed up on the doll, and then his girlfriend said, "Why don't you just turn it into a kills one?" So he ran with it, and this is the only kills one that he made.
That's pretty smart. I wonder
Yeah.
if I would think that through, or if I would just throw some shit away, thinking I couldn't use it anymore. That'd be me. You know what I did one time, Patring? You can respect this. I had a BC Rich, really cool Warlock-looking guitar like that, right?
Yeah, nice.
And it wasn't that expensive or not, just a couple $100, but had a nice case and all this other shit, but I didn't take care of it. So it, like, the strings were all rusty. I never got around to playing it because it was the worst playing guitar I had. But I never played it, and it got dirty. And then my uncle was over at the house. He was looking at it. He says, can I get it? Well, if you're not interested, will you sell it? I said, yeah, fuck yeah. And he says, how much? I said, oh, dude, that piece of shit, $80. You know what I mean? And the first thing he did was change the strings, cleaned it up, and all that stuff. And then you look at it, you're like, why did
Why? Why?
I would have fucking. Oh, that's happened to me multiple times, though.
Oh, I've been there, done that, selling certain guitars, and then afterwards you get that seller's remorse. I'm like, why did I sell that?
Oh, guitars are hard ones to part with. All right, what else you got, Joe?
And last but certainly not least, I found this yesterday at a shop I went to. The very first time. It's called GG's Emporium, something like that. But then I found this Halloween 2.
H2.
Yeah. Soundtrack.
Nice.
So
The vinyl.
this was
It's
I was
vinyl.
super stoked
Vinyl.
about this,
It's
guys.
vinyl.
You see what y'all started? You see what y'all started? You see?
It's vinyl.
We've made him an addict.
Throw my bag.
It's got some cool artwork. I'll give it that. Both of them do. One and two.
No,
got
what
some
is your
great
face doing to Michael Myers' crotch?
artwork. Ooh.
Turn around and bend over again.
Oh,
Oh,
come
him.
on. Come on.
Oh, it's you. I thought it was me.
Oh,
He's
come
bending
on.
it.
I was trying something new, so I moved him over. I kind of got a little bit closer to the
You're
corner.
massaging the
I
boulevard.
never realized that.
Just got to put you. Just go. Okay, Michael, cough.
Like, hey,
You were,
hey,
yeah, you were
hey,
tickling
Mike, get
Lampton
this
Lane
off my
there.
shoulder, Mikey. Get this off my shoulder.
That's
Only
funny.
you, Mike. Only you, Mike.
Wow, man.
So
Well, I get it. Oh, I forgot I was gonna name me this week because you keep naming me normal shit like Michael's Horror and Pinball.
Oh, yeah. It was a ball pin last week.
Michael's horror, Mikey's horror, and ball pin.
I'm ball pin emporium.
Ball pin emporium.
Ah, good times.
You got anything else, Joe? You good?
that would be the end of the haul for the past
Cool
week.
hair, Joe. You're rocking, brother.
Bro, crazy hair, don't care, man. I'm telling you. I'm getting a haircut tomorrow though. And I'm coloring it a different color too.
Oh shit.
So I don't know what we're going. I don't know what we're
Hey,
doing.
so everybody could bet on it. On the
Yeah,
pod-
you know
on
what?
the
Yeah,
comment.
I should make a bet. I don't know if
Who
I'm
should-
going silver, red, blue, orange. I don't know what.
Do
we're
you
doing.
know what it's gonna be yet? You say?
No, not yet.
Oh well, you got to decide on what it is, then we can bet on it.
Probably
Yeah.
red to match the nails or the one nail.
Or the black or the yes.
Do you want to tell the
Yeah.
story of the parent of the year?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
Go ahead.
go ahead.
Well, I figured I spent all this damn money for the girls to get their nails done. Well, fuck, I want to partake in that shit too. So maybe let me get my nails done, and this will deter them from wanting to get them done themselves. And it didn't work. I just ended up looking stupid.
I don't know about that. You look pretty hip.
I hope, yeah, it's actually not bad, man. It's just being comfortable in your own skin and just saying fuck it. Who gives a shit, you know?
Amen, brother.
Hell yeah.
Amen. I can get on with that. So, hey, I did bring one of these. I got this in the mail couple days ago.
Oh, hold up, hold up. What's new in Michael's horror and pinball?
I forget about that sometimes. Oh, ignore that. I was just trying to hide it from like being seen before the thing started.
Sweet.
One of those backpacks
Joe's already gonna want to see it.
with the tags and everything.
That's the scene where he's about to kill the mom in the backyard.
Yes.
That's awesome.
Yep.
From,
We got
from which
that.
movie?
6.
H6. He kills Kim Darby.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Oh, I saw NECA got back with me. They're sending a Halloween 3 thing, but it's the 8-inch ones, the normal ones, I'm assuming.
Oh.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. When are the other ones? I think the other ones were on the list to come out in like a while. Like,
You talking about the Toonie Terrors?
no, the Halloween 3 box set that you were asking about, Patrick.
Well, the Toonie Terrors, that I was asking about those, but I know they're also coming out with a box set of the 3, I think, too, right?
Yeah, but that box set is like the end of the year, I think. Like
Probably.
October.
Yeah, they'll probably bring it out about that. I don't think they'll bring it out that early.
Okay, cool. I was just
Excited
making
to see
sure
that.
because I'm looking at the order form going, well, everybody keeps asking about this, but I don't see it.
And we got my fellow PA resident in the chat, Steve. Steve?
What's up, Mr.
Stevie?
Green? What's up, Steven?
What's up, Big Steve?
Oh,
Less
yeah,
than
that's
2%
exactly.
studio
That's what it is.
box to it.
The 3 set is the H3 Living Dead dolls. That's what it is. And the Tots H3 box set.
the H3 Trick or Treat. Oh, okay.
So cool. I can't wait to
Okay.
see the 1/6 scale.
Well, it's the 40th anniversary this year, so that's why they're pushing all the Halloween 3 shit.
Oh, yeah, I didn't think about that. Do you think they were anticipating us watching that movie and they wanted to be ahead of the curve?
Hey, we would have gave them advertising time. What the hell? Come advertise
Well,
for it.
It depends if they can afford it or not. I mean, how much do we charge per viewer?
I'm a cheap date. I'm a cheap date. Buy me a drink.
Hey,
That's
man.
right.
Hey, fucking man.
I love it. I just talking with my pals, watching Joe continue, every now and again slug nuts on Michael Myers back there. Schwam. But yeah, I always forget what else I bring in the week. What else did we bring in this
You gotta
week?
start taking notes. That's what I try to do because I forget.
Well, not that there's excuses or worth anything in this world, but it hailed last week in town. So I've been gangbusters ever
good.
since. Yes, it's a good problem to be really busy, but I'm awkwardly busy because if it was a bigger storm, I'd be less busy because there'd be enough cars to bring in a bunch of people and just make a bunch of money.
Right.
But since there's just a handful of cars, it wasn't that big of a storm, I'm physically helping out so that we don't have to bring someone in because we really need 2.5 people. You know what I mean? So I got to be that half person. So I'm ironically working more. So I'm exhausted. But I start keeping track of that stuff. I've been doing good on the homework though. You got to give me that, right?
Yes. Your grades are. You're bringing your grades up.
I got
so it's good.
notes. I've been writing shit down.
Yes.
Are they real notes? Or are they just like little doodles and like weird pictures and stuff?
GK, I keep getting tempted to give away, to chat back with you about Halloween 3, but I feel like I'll give it away. And I want to talk about it when we.
Hey,
it's the
I
moment.
feel like he just did like the fake badge routine. Hey, FBI. It's a fake badge.
Federal booby inspector.
I got my notes right here. They're right here.
Your notes. I was thinking if he's gonna say my nuts right here, if swing your hand like that, you should have done it with your right hand. It would have looked a lot better.
I feel like you did the FBI badge, fake cop impersonation.
Oh, a little lower. That's fucked up. Man, I'm glad we got something to watch this week. We had something to watch this week. You remember Halloween 3? We're gonna get into that.
Well,
What do you want to get into now, my friend?
Well, I guess we can start with. Well, it was actually a suggestion from somebody that popped in the chat last week. The guy Vidal who suggested doing your first, your most expensive, and your weirdest item in your collection. So I thought that would be, I figured, I said, why not? That sounds.
I'm
like
interested because 10 minutes ago or like what time is it? 6:16. So about 25 minutes ago, when I started doing my homework for the podcast, I was looking and I'm thinking, what weird item? Like, what's weird? Like,
wait.
this
Well, I
is
gotta-
a goober from. This is Nick Castle's napkin from the trash at this convention or something.
I did put a nice little intro together, so we while you think about it.
You
can watch.
ready? Let's do it.
Go.
Why? No. Because you were the first one to see it. And you recognized its power.
First, I rip your clothes off.
Now, don't rip my blouse. It's expensive, idiot.
Then you rip my clothes off. Then we rip.
Okay, don't answer me. Are you weird?
Yeah.
That's nice.
Oh man, that's very Naked Gun-ish, like some stick humor there. I love it.
Stick. I was trying to figure out. I'm like, let me see where I can get each one of those from what movies, and everything. And those were the ones that popped in my head. Shows you what goes on in this head.
You were the first to recognize its power.
Power!
The power of a collection. You were the first to recognize its power. All right.
So who wants to go first?
I'll go first.
On your first, on first. Go ahead,
I'll
Joe.
go because mine's gonna be the most underwhelming of every one of them.
Mine probably will be too. To be honest with
Mine
you.
is just what. Anyway,
Okay.
so the first one was again the first item in the collection. So mine, of course, is the pop that started everything. The day I got this is the day my collecting journeys began, and he's my little fella right here.
Oh man,
Yeah,
that was the first, huh?
the very
Little
first
Funko.
one, and he's not valued much, whatever, but he's valuable to me. So he started it all. So he's my very first item I ever collected. About 2+ years ago, right? About 2+ years.
That's
Nice.
awesome.
Well, mine is a little underwhelming too because you got to remember, I'm old, and back in the day there was no collectibles. There really wasn't. The only thing you could really have was the VHS tape, which I had, which I don't consider. I mean, yeah, now they're considered collectibles, but hold on. So I told
Joe's
him.
about, or Patrick's about to start talking about his creams and shit. He's
Oh, easy. I'm none of that.
no, not those kind of creams.
Oh.
I mean your geezer creams. You keep talking about being an old geezer.
Oh God, no! Thankfully, I'm not that old. I don't think.
Where's
I am.
the ointments?
Oh, the ointments and the creams? No. So basically, back in the day, besides having like a VHS or a beta tape, like I told the story, I think on the first podcast, that all I wanted was a goddamn freaking Halloween T-shirt, and they didn't have any back in the late
Right.
80s. So I took the Halloween 4 VHS cover, went to the Jersey Shore Boardwalk, and had an airbrush done.
Oh wow!
And this is the shirt from 1989.
Wow.
What the flip?
So I made my own T-shirt because they didn't have them back then.
That's so cool.
You were a pioneer in the lack of respect for licensing laws.
Yeah, right. I should have got a commission because while the guys were doing it on the boardwalk, people walking by like, "Wow, that's great! I want one too."
No doubt.
No, that's a one of one, man.
Man, I would love, especially in this store, I would love to be able to get some rights to sell some Halloween stuff.
Mm-hmm. I know it would be nice, right?
Oh man, I could think of so many things, and we do music and all this other shit. So, with album designs and all this other stuff, I got the greatest artists that can put together these posters that are just as cool as any of these Mondo ones and shit. I would love that. I'm gonna look into that. And see if I can get them back on the line.
So, amongst everything you got there, do you remember what your first item was, Michael? And can you show it?
I do, believe it or not. We got it up on the screen because it's one that's affixed to the wall. Now, if you could see this, keep it up. So when I was like 11 years old, I used to write letters to celebrities because I could afford a book of stamps a week. That was like part of my allowance. It was like $5. And back then a book of stamps was less than $5. And I would just email self-addressed stamped envelopes to celebrities that I like in the hopes that they would respond or, put a picture in there. Well, John Carpenter, he sent me this when I was a kid. And I always assume they're real because it takes away from the magic of it. Because there's no feeling in the world like getting an envelope in the mail and then you see it's from John Carpenter's return address. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's cool as hell.
So, I mean, even if it's a receptionist that signed it or something, I don't think like that. I'm not big on the certificates of authenticity. I'm more about the experience. And it just meant a lot to me as a kid. But this is collections have come and gone. I've started other collections, Halloween collections multiple times. But this has always been with me since I was a kid. This is actually the only thing in the store that's been with me that long.
Wow.
That's amazing, dude. That's a great story. That's
definitely cool as hell.
Thank you. Thank you. What about you? What else? What are we at now?
Well, let's see. We got some people throwing stuff in the chat, so let's get everybody in. So we got Steve hitting us up. First item was his Don Post mask in the 80s. It's rotted and ruined. Yeah, I could see. Sideshow 1/4 scale is the weirdest, and
weirdest is a hard one because, like, what do you?
I got a good one. I got a good one. You'll see. Who else we got here? Gabriel's got something too. All right, who we got? Most expensive. The station wagon, right? That's cool as hell. He's got that diorama. That's really awesome. Hold on one second. My wife is calling. I told you the story about the annoying dog. Would you go upstairs? Mommy's calling.
He's looking at you on the screen, Matt.
He's sitting next to me crying because he was waiting for my wife. Can you come get him, please?
He's looking right at you on the screen when you said that about the crying.
Does he see you? Hold on, Neil.
Matt was at the Halloween 3 watch along too. I've seen him cry.
There he goes. Okay, now he found my wife.
Man,
all is right in the world. He found my wife.
That's right.
Of all the what, Patrick?
All is right in the world. The dog found my wife, so he's calm.
All right.
The dog is The dog is like attached to my wife. It's like a purse dog. So when she's not around, he panics.
I have a purse dog myself. 2 of them.
Very, very loud.
Treeks and Chowder. They're 2 Pomeranians. They're my dogs. They drive everyone fucking bozo.
You don't have to go there. My dog is well past his expiration date. So he wakes up in the middle of the night. He's coughing. He's got to pee. So I haven't had a night's sleep through probably in about 8 months.
Oh no, man! I'm sorry to hear that. That's rough.
I mean, fortunately, he's not in any pain. But he's just, he wakes up in the middle of the night, and I'm like, oh no, come on. So we love him to death, but yeah, he's torturing us at the moment. But there's nothing we can do.
Green popped in with some weirdness. He has a nurse hat from H2O Rabbit and Red matches. That's pretty unique. I was sitting there thinking unique is kind of the better word to use than weird.
Yeah, the nurse's hat that came with something, didn't it? That came with one of the DVD sets. I forget. Because I had it and I lost it. I don't know what the hell I did with it. And the Rabbit and Red matches, I picked them up. Yeah, you see a lot of people selling those. They're kind of cool.
Oh man, I should probably look at my little trinket shit. There's probably all kinds of weird crap. Oh man, my Halloween grinders and jars and shit for Chubby.
Weird Don Post clown mask, very first Halloween collectible. Yep,
it's pretty cool.
Dave is in the house.
What's up, Dave? What's up, buddy?
Probably got to clean them before I show the world, though.
What, your underwear? No, I don't need to see that.
My Michael Myers grinder. That's pretty weird.
Michael Myers grinder, like a pepper grinder?
Yes, Patrick, like a pepper grinder. You put your pepper in here and you twist it back and forth to grind it. And then you have your spices for your culinary evening. Okay, here we go.
I could get in on that, but I'm not even gonna go in there. I'm not gonna go after it.
Check these out. Good grinder action.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. But I got these. I got some jars for my spices.
Look at you.
This thing chops up oregano and basil. This one, hey, what's it? Do we have the one that does the rosemary? The one that we chop the rosemary up with is next door. Sorry, but I have my weirdest item. Have you guys done your weirdest yet?
No, I just figured I'd get everybody that was participating. So yeah, the hat came from the H2 for the Scream Factory, right? Yeah, and I don't know what the hell I did with that hat. It's got to be buried around here somewhere these days.
His
I'll
head
find it.
is like cut off.
Is that a lighter?
It's a Zippo. Yeah.
Well, that's tight.
Zippo
Matt
lighter.
over just to be disruptive.
Oh, so what we did? So we did our first. Most
Weirdest.
expensive. We can do weird. Let's go weirdest first. Didn't have to go in order. Let's go weirdest.
Cool.
What do you have something set up, Joe?
Yeah, I got two. I got two things. They're
Go
weird.
ahead.
And one is kind of like bonus, but the
Same
first
thing. I
one-
got two that kind of go together, so that's cool.
I never used this thing, but I bought it, and I don't know who would buy this, but I bought a cutting board where it just says "just the tip, I promise."
Oh, that's cool as hell.
That's cool as hell, man.
But
I like that.
I'll never use it, but it's just in the kitchen, and I just think it's goofy as fuck. I love it.
Oh, so you keep it in your kitchen and everything?
Yeah. Everybody reads it, and they're like, "What the fuck? Just the tips?" It's like, all right.
What
And
does that mean? Nothing, Aunt Rose. It's
I have,
none of your business.
I have like a plush collection of all the bunch of horror stuff. But the weirdest one that I found in there, the just weirdest, was the Fresh Prince of Bel Air.
Can I slap it?
Yeah.
Did you guys hear that joke? What does Chris Rock find on his face? Fresh Prince.
Fresh Prince. Yeah.
Oh my god! Every time I log out to like Facebook, everything's just filled with freaking those damn.
Yeah, but
memes.
have you seen the good one that Matt posted?
Yes.
That he keeps showing?
Oh, what with the H kills?
Yeah.
What the evil dies tonight?
Yeah. Couldn't be more relevant.
All right, come on, smack it, smack it back. Get some revenge for Chris Rock. Unreal. That's perfect. Perfect timing.
Yeah.
I'd have been all for that whole event if he would have just said, "This is because you're a terrible comedian." Because Chris Rock sucks. Like, I hate his comedy. He's not funny at all. If Will Smith went up there and said, "Your comedy sucks," and smacked him, that'd have been hilarious.
I mean, honestly, I would have whipped his ass behind scenes, not in front of everybody.
That is one of those interesting, like, what would you do moments, but
Yeah.
it's hard to say. I've been on stage plenty of times, and there's actually a newspaper clipping of me in mid-swing because there's a venue called Harpo's. It's a theater in Detroit, and the stage is about 5-6 feet up, right? So people like to jump up on it and try to climb up on the stage and then jump back off the stage dive in the middle of the bands. Well, I'm not cool like that. And come to find out, you're like, you know how it is performing in front of people. Sometimes it's a little bit out of body experience and you just react without realizing you reacted. And I used to kick them in the forehead and when they tried to jump up on my stage. I would kick them like they were little cabbage patch, like cabbages in the yard, and just kick their heads right clean off.
Like whack-a-mole.
Like whack-a-mole, exactly. That's what I was going for.
No, that's just it's just interesting that the line between celebrity and reality is kind of skewed. You know, if it was some like common like somebody who wasn't have a lot, you know, I feel like I wouldn't want to go to jail for hitting somebody on camera.
Hell no.
Well,
unless you're a celebrity and you can do it on national television and get away with it.
Exactly. So
and then you can win an award on top of it and get a standing ovation.
Exactly. I would have caught his ass.
Only in Hollywood, people.
I'm like, bro, I'm catching you in the back, motherfucker. That's what I'm doing.
Hell yeah.
Fuck that shit.
They both have money. They both have friends. They both could get shit done. There's no point in those two going at it.
No.
That's true.
But okay. So where were we? What is the weirdest stuff? Did we get you ready?
So I got one, and this sort of goes to what Joe, what you and I were instant messaging you about earlier. Have you ever seen this?
Oh yes, that's cool.
What the hell is that? Is that a humidor?
It's a cigar box.
Box, yeah.
That's what a humidor is.
Yeah, you're right.
Motherfuckers, you talking to me like I'm a dumbass.
No. I don't know if it's designed. You know what I mean? Like I don't know if it's just a regular box or not.
Yeah, so this is a Halloween Michael cigar.
That's
tight.
cool.
And that is the box. And I only have one left because I smoked the other ones. so
and they call it the Michael, so it's perfectly legal.
And actually, so there's a part B that these were like I think they went out to the cigar shops as like a giveaway to them. This is the box,
Whoa, same
cool.
company. That was cool.
and just like Michael showed before, it's a cigar lighter.
Oh man,
Oh, that's nice packaging.
Fat titties.
dude, that's badass.
So,
He smokes tonight.
and the story is,
Tonight.
I knew nothing of this,
Tonight.
but I used to go to a cigar lounge and hang out with friends all the time. I would always hang out and smoke cigars, and then, of course, I would walk around the humidor, and I'm like, what is that? And they had them there, and I'm like, I bought it, and I was talking to the one guy, and he's like, I'm like telling him I'm a big Halloween fan, and he's like, you want to see something cool? And he showed me the lighter.
It looks kind of red.
I'm like, you'd be willing to sell that?
Yeah, I'm trying to feel my
Dude,
dude.
that is fucking sweet though, man.
I look like David Arquette. That's my dude.
Yeah. So that is my two. I call it weirdest because it's just like, who would think to make like Michael Myers cigars?
I would, but then I wouldn't.
I probably would because I'm a cigar guy, but most people are like, what?
Bro, that's fucking weird. Like I just out of the blue thought asked that question. I had no
Oh,
fucking clue.
Oh,
And
you know what would go?
Wait. And Steve beat everybody to it.
Evil smokes tonight. I love it.
Welcome back, Riders. Hey, do you know what would go perfect with your weirdest item? My weirdest item.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah.
Yeah.
You can thank me. That's where you got them from.
Yeah, that's right. I
Well,
figured I'd be
technically,
weird.
you had two of the weirdest items.
Yeah, I still have my 4-pack up there on the shelf.
Cigarette or cigars and brews. We're rocking. What do you got to add to the party, Joe? You got some Halloween Coke?
And when I went to pick those, when I went to pick those up, they were designed to be misspelled because they didn't want to get in trouble. That's why.
I
Because
have
most people are like, oh, they're misspelled because they say Michael Myers. It's Meier. So like the TV version of the cassette that came out years ago and it was spelled wrong. It was designed that way so they wouldn't have any licensing issues.
See, licensing has been just a thing with this company for just the longest time.
But they do make a Friday the
Who doesn't
13th one,
care?
so I will pick up both
That's
this
agreeing,
fall if they
doesn't
do them both.
If he wants a cigar that says Halloween on it, he'll make a cigar that says Halloween on it.
I can believe it.
Hell yeah. Brett Patrick in the house.
A BP action, a brief pop. That's funny. That's BP too.
Oh, you're in Tennessee. Nice. Very cool. Going to Nashville? If you're going to Nashville, have a good time.
Hell yeah.
Hells yeah.
Hell
Oh yeah, these are weird. Matt thinks these are weird.
Those are guitar picks.
Guitar
Those are
picks. Well, we're guitar players. So I don't think they're weird because guitar players are weird to begin with.
Those are badass. I like those.
Yeah, they're pretty cool. I would love to pick the scenes that go on these type of things because they always just pick the most obvious crap.
He's gonna pick all the tater tot scenes and put them on there.
Yeah, why not just put all the titty scenes? Why don't?
Hell yeah.
Hey, if people can do that, why can't we just put together a bunch of like guitar picks with naked chicks from movies and shit? It's just as legal.
Yeah.
GK, I don't have any extra at the time, but in the fall I'll pick some up just for a select few.
That's awesome.
I just got to make sure they're I didn't check with them last year because of COVID, so I didn't take a ride out there because, like I said, it's about 2.5 hour drive. But I'll find out if they're doing it this fall. I'll go pick up some more, and I'll get the Friday the 13th beer too.
Hey.
Oh, that's cool too. I wonder if that's here somewhere. Let me think of something real quick. Nope, it's in my garage. I forgot. But I have all the different varieties of what's her name? Adrienne King from Friday 13 Part 1.
Uh-huh.
I have all her different varietals of wine.
She put out a wine? I didn't even know she put
Crystal Yeah, she got the Crystal Lake wine.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I got to show you. They're really cool. But I will show you next week if I think about it.
So what's most expensive item, if everybody can remember, because we've spent so much money on our collection?
Joe, I'm dying to know.
Oh man.
Even if it's not 100% accurate, like what you from what you remember, that's what I had to do. So I've spent so much money on stuff.
It's oh my gosh. I actually don't know Because some of the things that I have, and it's not. I think one of the most expensive things. It's not even Halloween. It's not even Halloween themed. I think it's something else. But I haven't even. I don't know. But the most
Then what
expensive.
is your most expensive Halloween thing? The
That would be the night. Yeah, the night he came home. That's got to be.
Yeah,
Gotta
cool.
be that one, and then the 18-inch right there,
Mm-hmm.
somewhere
Cool.
right there. But yeah, the other things that I have, they're yeah, I don't know what they are.
You
now.
got to get that hot $1,000 or more item because it's exciting as hell when it shows up in the mail.
You know, I'm working towards that, and I told you I have something. I have my eyes on set on something, but I'm not there yet.
Oh shit!
I'm not
Oh
there
shit!
yet. Not there yet, man.
Oh shit! Oh tits!
Actually, real quick, Steve, did you ever go out to that place? Because he's in Pennsylvania and he's only about an hour from me. I'm just wondering if you've ever been to Pizza Boy Brewery out there where they make the Myers and the Friday the 13th beer. Let me know because I know you definitely. I'm a 2.5 hour ride, so you're probably an hour closer. Just curious. My most expensive item, mine's twofold. Mine is, I'm pretty sure it was the most expensive item, and I know it's definitely by far the heaviest goddamn item. And I can only pick up one of them to show.
Oh shit!
Oh Lord, those are heavy as a motherfucker.
Yes, there's 5 of these. This is an original 1978 35 millimeter print of Halloween.
How much would you value that at?
What the fuck?
I think when I bought it a couple of years ago, and I was trying to remember if I paid just under $1,000 or $1,000 even.
That's
somewhere
what
around
I
there.
would say. They're worth probably 1,000 to 1,500, right?
There was somebody selling one about a month or so ago, and it was up on eBay for like 1,300 or 1,400.
Yeah, so that sounds
Yeah.
about right.
And the only other thing that can compare to is the same gentleman that sold me this sold me, they're back there too, 2 Halloween 2 16 millimeter prints. One's French and one's from the UK.
French.
So French. So those are back there. So those pretty much those.
Full features?
What's that?
Full features or commercials or something? Or
No,
radio?
they're full theatrical prints.
Oh, that's kick ass.
So like this is the same thing. There's 5 canisters. There's a full start to finish print.
I thought it'd be pretty cool to projector a movie. How would you say it? Project a movie? Projector a movie.
Get a projector for the movie.
Get a projector for one of the Halloween movies and play it at the shop.
Well, I thought about there's a local small
don't you
like a
think
small
it
theater
would
here. It
Your
does
shit
that.
apart?
Well, that's the thing. There's a local small like old historic theater in the town I live in, and it's like they do like artsy stuff, but they do show like old feature films. They had a showing of Halloween there years ago, and I went to see it. And now it's different owners and everything. So even the wife's like, "Oh, why don't you try to rent it out and see if you make a couple of bucks?" And I said, because if I was watching it and it went and melted, I'd go outside into oncoming traffic.
Eat shit a Joe.
So I guess it's just going to stay here.
Yeah, no doubt.
Oh my god!
So that's your go-to is just go take a shit in traffic? Or
Oh, I
did
just take.
think that?
Oh, you heard? No, I would just walk out into traffic. That's it.
Oh, you walk out into traffic. I said you shit on something.
No,
Okay,
no.
I get those confused.
No, if it melted my print, I would just say, excuse myself. I said, I'll be right back, and I just walk straight out into traffic and be done with it. So yeah, they're staying here.
Can't handle it on my screen.
That's true.
What about you, Michael? I have a sneaking suspicion I might know what you have.
Okay, what would you think?
I second that.
I was thinking the Laserdisc, the Nick Castle Laserdisc.
No,
No, okay.
I'm thinking the poster with all the signatures on it.
that's right. So I'm thinking to myself,
Yeah, it's true. Yeah, because you put all the money into it, absolutely.
yeah, if you dissect the bucks involved in this damn thing, I mean, not including traveling to Chicago and LA and all what have you and all that other shit and all the lines and all the hotels and all of this, all of that. That thing probably cost me 20 grand easy to construct.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck.
Like, easy. But it's now irreplaceable. Now that people are passing away, there's
Oh yeah.
Sid Haig is on there. I'm sure there are others. I just can't think right now. But man, that's awesome. Can you zoom into that? You can? No?
I don't think so now because this is a
it's too
standalone
bad. I
picture.
would love to be able to zoom into that and kind of do a review of the poster.
Does that work?
Why don't you do me a favor? Why don't you do a real good video on your phone, and I'll put together a nice little featurette showing all the signatures.
Yeah, and I got to document who they are. There's a couple on there I can't recognize.
Try to get a good shot. Try to do a nice run with it, and just take some good video
So
of it.
who
Send
are
it
you
to me.
seeing on there? Anybody stands out?
Put it this way: if I don't have these glasses on, I can't see shit.
Yeah, I'm wearing my glasses. I'm like, fuck.
Hold on. Let's see if I can get closer. I'll get intimate with the camera.
I see Jamie Lee Curtis's at the very in the mid, like above the finger.
I'll just send you guys the image right now.
Yeah, Jamie Lee Curtis.
Yeah, I'm too blind for that. Be hard to even see.
I gotta go like this.
Yeah.
Nice. What's up, Joe?
I think
Hi there.
I think there's I see Eddie Cornell on there.
Yep.
Damn. I see a heart. Who the fuck drew a heart? That's ridiculous.
I asked her to do that.
Damn it. That's why I shouldn't have said shit. Looks
Yeah.
good, man. Looks good.
That was Anna Alicia from Halloween 2.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I asked her to do that for me.
Let's see. But you know what? That one stands out the most, in my opinion, the heart. So that was actually a good idea.
It's in such a good spot.
Z-Man. Oh, no.
Yep. That was Bill Moseley.
Oh, I love him, man. Big fan.
He might be the greatest actor of all time. When I met him, he looks like just a stepdad or something. But when you watch him on the movie, you're like, oh, he's gangster. You know what I mean? Stepdad, right.
Tell you, man, every time it's on, I have to sit and watch it. The Devil's Rejects. I love it.
So it's hard to tell. I don't know if you can see it or not, but it really chapped my ass like a 3-foot snow cone. When Steve, look at the hand at the tip of the handle of the knife. That's Steve Miner, right? He was the first guy to write just right over the top of fucking Jamie Lee Curtis's signature.
Did he really?
Yeah.
Oh man.
And then Malcolm McDowell is the one on the bottom that wrote on her as well.
You dick.
I see George Wilbur. I see Tommy Lee Wallace following along the edge of the knife.
Pat, I sent you an image as well. So if you want
That Tommy Lee Wallace signature is
I don't want to put
dope,
my glasses
dude.
back on.
He does a great
Still
job
got
of
it.
outlining the fun stuff in the picture. Do you see the one below Nick Castle on the far right in the middle?
Yeah, I see that one. Yeah,
You
yeah,
know
yeah.
what that is?
Let's see. Bring it up on the screen. Let's see.
No, I don't know.
Talking about weird stuff. This might be a weird one. That's William Shatner
Really?
Where is it? Where is it?
on the right, just under Nick Castle. Follow the nose and go to the right all the way to the end.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I see it right there. And
Yep.
it's very white.
Very white. Looks like chalk almost.
Right. Yep.
He's got like,
I can
he's
see
got like
that.
a S.
Now, the one that pisses me off the most, though, if you see Chris Durand at the bottom of the knives on the pumpkin,
Mm-hmm.
see where he wrote Michael Myers H2O?
Right.
Well, right below there, an idiot named Gary Clayton, who just played Michael Myers in like Halloween Resurrection as like the kid with the pissed off look on his face or whatever.
Right. Right.
And he fucking signed the black part of my poster with a black marker, the fucking idiot.
Well, I think you can see it. Is that it?
Yeah, you can't even see it if you zoom in, but yeah,
It's there. It's kinda
that's
there.
the most black on the poster, and it's because there is a signature there. So I'm gonna have somebody sign over top of them probably.
It's right over where it's
Yeah, they didn't even put it in the movie either. They didn't even put him in the movie. They cut the scene.
serious. Wow.
I will say this, just from seeing it along the knife, and just know I have my Seasons of Witch signed by Tommy Lee Wallace. Tommy Lee Wallace's signature is always the coolest.
And it's pretty unique the way
It
he
is cool, yeah.
outlines something in the picture most of the time.
Yeah,
It's
that's what he
really-
did on mine too. It's awesome. Yeah, I'll give him that.
You guys, the man.
along the knife on the bottom in the black.
So what was your weirdest then, Michael? Because this was the most expensive.
The weirdest is the beer.
The beer, okay.
Probably, yeah. This is probably the most expensive. I'd have some runner-ups. I've got Nick Castle's personal laser disc from his copy from his collection.
Mm-hmm.
with a letter written from him verifying it. And then I have the original artwork for one of the really cool Mondo paintings, the original painting. Here, let me walk it over. You guys chat for a second. I'll show you this. I love this thing.
I'm curious. I'm just curious. What's the one thing that's out there that people are looking for that they haven't found yet in terms of collecting for Halloween?
What do you mean as far as like look individually looking for, or just like there's the white whale?
Yeah, the white whale. Yes.
I don't know. I mean, it depends on everybody's collection.
Don't
It really does.
Like John Carpenter something. Oh, look at that.
And that's a good print too. I love that.
It's the original painting.
That is dope.
Isn't that cool?
It's huge. Is it bigger than? No, it's just something.
That's cool, man.
That is
I got
awesome.
a couple other. I'll show you while you guys are chatting.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm curious what the white whale would be.
I don't know. I mean, because I'm trying to think of something that's out there that people are looked at would love to. I mean, you know where certain things are.
Nationwide.
And they're in certain people's collections. I know that. Like the original mask still exists, and there's a collector that owns it. I forget what his name is, and there was a whole article on it, and it does not look like the original mask anymore. It's like deteriorated. Like the whole mouth is fallen and everything because nobody protected it. So somebody does have the original mask.
There's a couple of them supposedly.
I don't know where the other ones are. I mean, that's one.
Well,
original
Joe
that was
Caldwell,
valid.
who owns the station wagon, was telling me he has one of the masks from the original Halloween.
And how did he get it?
He says it's just, I don't know. I didn't ask him where he got it. He just said it's one of the ones that they used in part 2, because you can obviously tell they used multiple masks in part 2. I don't know why people pretend like that's not a thing.
Mm-hmm.
But he said he got one of them. And he brought up a good point. He said, think about it. The blood that they used for the Blood Tears mask, that would have never came off the latex. Never.
True. Yeah.
So think about that. Like in real life, if you drop that shit down a latex mask that's like colored like that, there's no fucking way. You know what I mean? So it's in my opinion, I don't believe any of it. You know what I mean? I just don't believe any of it. I just have to accept the fact that it wasn't documented well and move on.
And Steve's got a tall order. See, I got my original reel of the film, which I got. The sealed Atari game is going to be tough. I don't think I've ever seen the sealed one. The only sealed one I ever had was the one I got as a freaking kid that I don't seem to know what the fuck ever happened to it.
Well, with any luck.
I want the statue on the steps.
Oh, yeah.
It's right here.
That guy right down there. See him?
We're talking
In
about
the end?
that one.
Yeah,
Oh,
okay.
yeah.
Let's put him in the middle of the screen. There you go.
Oh, you're talking about the display for the night he came home.
Yeah. They have two variants, don't they? They have like like all gray.
No, he's talking about the you have the night he came home.
Yeah, you're talking about the ones the bigger versions they sent to the stores.
Correct. Yeah, which I was this close to getting when some prick got it before I did.
When?
Years ago, when it was still in
Oh.
Spencer's. I went back to
fuck
get it,
was
and
that?
somebody
You
had sold it. I worked a little gig with somebody that worked there, and then somebody else sold it out from underneath them.
God damn it. Yeah, this is cool stuff, man. I mean, that's why I like talking about this shit, because I'm learning stuff. I'm like, oh,
Geek out on all this stuff, man.
I would like to think people learn here and there on our podcast.
you can bet your sweet ass they're learning.
We hope so.
You can put your sweet ass.
Fucking free education. What the fuck?
He got all Sammy Davis Jr. towards the end there.
Sammy
Well-
Davis Jr.
And I put this together just in honor of how cool some of this stuff is. It absolutely is.
Mind blown.
Mind blown.
You want to hear something else mind blowing? If he's willing to do it, Joe does a kick ass Pennywise impression he did for the customers when he came into the shop the other day.
Oh. All right, there's it's like reenact the scene. Like,
fun.
hello, Georgie. I'm Pennywise, the dancing clown. He's like, oh, we got. I can't.
He's on the spot.
You got it.
Yeah.
You sound great though.
And then
Sounds
he's
good,
like,
man.
it's real menacing. He's like, oh, but what about your boat? I love that scene, man. I just love that scene. And, oh, did you hear they're doing a mini series now on HBO Max?
Of it?
Yeah, they're gonna do a prequel to the events leading up to 1 and 2. To the 1.
Oh, good Lord. Like
Yeah.
back in the day? When
Yeah, like they're gonna give Pennywise an origin story and all that shit.
Pennywise as a child.
Yeah, I just found out yesterday.
Okay, well, I can't get enough of that shit, so I'll enjoy it, I'm sure. But
Perfect timing with the question, man. Perfect timing.
Awesome.
but then again, it could suck too. Like the Chucky series, that thing sucks.
Oh, I love that series.
Quit
I
lying.
watched a little bit of it. It wasn't the worst, but I have to go back
Quit
and
lying. You
finish
guys
it.
are lying. It was ball cheese at best.
Remember, content. There was nothing better than looking forward to watching a new show every week. Like that was
Oh
the best.
man, and then
That was
you
the best.
got disappointed by that trash. All the shit that they started doing in those movies, in those shows. Oh my god.
Hey, I love me some Jennifer Tilly though.
Was she in the series? 'Cause I
Yes,
only
it-
watched bits and pieces. I don't remember seeing her. I have to go back and watch that. The one TV show that I did like, I was enjoying Creepshow.
Oh, yeah.
Creepshow rocked. Did
That's
it?
it.
They stopped making it
That's good.
I don't know if they're coming out with another season, but the Creepshow was.
They
I
got
did a
2 of
great
them.
job with that.
for
Well,
sure.
well, I'm a big Twilight Zone geek, just like I could geek out of Halloween. I can geek out on Twilight Zone all night long. I got seen every episode 100 billion times.
Oh yeah.
And I don't know if you guys remember from the 80s, Tales from the Dark Side.
Oh,
That
dude.
movie, that show, I bought.
One of my favorite shows. I would come home on Saturday nights at 11 o'clock just so I can watch it on Channel 11.
I remember doing that as a kid. It had the most menacing fucking theme song in the beginning.
Dude.
Man lives. Yep, he's got that real menacing voice, whoever the guy was, in the sunlit world of what he appears to be reality. But! And I can't remember the rest of it now. Holy shit, I haven't watched it in a while. And I should know this inside out. But there is an underworld. Oh, fuck. I can't believe I don't remember the whole thing. I could kick myself.
It's all good. You're gonna
Yeah.
be laying in bed and then you're like, I got it.
Hey, my wife would jump up and wake the dog up.
No,
I got it! I remember it now.
I remember that acclaimed movie, Tales from the Hood. Remember that?
Oh my god.
Oh, it's a place that is just as real, but not as brightly lit.
That's
A
right.
dark side. That was it.
Yes.
Great
Nice.
show. George Romero. That's who did it. George Romero.
I respect the hell out of being able to remember stuff. I myself am losing that ability more and more each
Oh,
day.
you don't have to tell me. That's why I have sticky notes everywhere.
Oh, did you?
Oh, yeah.
You're saying that shit.
Me and my wife have sticky notes all over the freaking house.
Like, yeah, you're saying that. You heard about Bruce Willis? He's quitting acting because he has some kind of medical issue. He can't remember things anymore.
Really? No, I didn't.
Yeah,
know that.
he announced his not retirement, but he's quitting acting today. He announced it.
Oh wow. Well, hey, look at poor friggin' Michael J. Fox, man. What a
Mhm.
shame.
Mm-hmm.
You know that shit's crazy. I mean, yeah, everybody's just human.
Yeah.
Sucks.
It shouldn't be that way. Famous people should have it better than everyone else.
They kind of do.
Not
Bastards.
just-
Hey, if I walked up and slapped somebody in the middle of an audience, man, my ass would still be in jail
And getting sued.
and getting sued.
Yeah.
if it was
I'd be
in
selling
front-
everything in the back here to pay for my defense.
Hey, most expensive thing in the collection. I don't have a collection no more. I ain't got.
What collection? You do a podcast. I know what you're talking about. There must be another fat bald guy. Hey, that's not me.
Hey, we're collecting donations. Any collectibles you don't want.
There was actually a handful of pretty decent items in here too. I've seen too. This was the one I was going to talk about when I was going through the list. This is one of the more expensive.
Oh shit.
Oh, right. Okay.
Yeah, the Chanella's one's customs. And then, of course, these days, this is a 4-digit item.
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
I was sealed too. Nice.
Yep. And then, can you see back here?
Mm-hmm.
You see the mask?
Yeah, you can see it. It's just
Yep. You can see it.
Yeah, right there in the middle. That was made by Brad Hardin, the guy that made the mask for the part 6. And it was off the mold from the same one that did the one from the movie.
Yeah, the topic of this week's podcast is a little redundant because everything in the Halloween world is fucking expensive.
Yeah, no. Oh, yeah. Tell me about it. And then we haven't even gotten into all the the Mondo posters up there.
Oh yeah, that's just
the Jason Edmiston shit. The Eyes Without a Face stuff. The posters. All kinds of stuff in here.
lots and lots of money.
Yeah, and the animatronic dudes are pretty expensive too. Actually, they're like $700.
Yeah, I only got to 2. I got the Halloween 2 one, and I got the one that they had at Spirit like 2 years ago. Doesn't even look like him.
Right.
It looks like a pale old man.
I guess for you it would be if you had the pinball machine. That would be the non-signature most expensive item, wouldn't it?
Yes.
Maybe the pinball. Machine?
Yes. I've actually already vested 2,000 into it, so when I do the other 7, it'll be a $9,000 machine.
Yeah.
I didn't even think about that.
I would say that takes the cake in terms of, most expensive item, buddy.
That's gonna be a good podcast when that thing comes in.
Fucking A.
Oh yeah, well, good thinking. We'll do some tournaments and everything. I even have some potential celebs lined up that want to come check that shit out when it gets here.
You need to charge $10 a play, my friend.
I'll have to play from Pennsylvania, so somebody can be my hands. I'll be like, come on. I'll be like, left, right, left, left.
We should do that. We'll see
like,
who does better, Joe or Patrick.
I'll do my best, like Glass Joe impression from the Nintendo Punch Out. Remember that? Body blow,
Yes.
body blow, uppercut, uppercut.
Oh, I love that game a lot. Do you remember the code to get to Tyson?
No, gotta forget. I've played it.
007-373-5963.
Now you remember.
That I remember.
That is impressive, though. That's impressive.
There's a lot of
Unreal.
weird shit I remember. That I can't remember like yesterday, but I can remember a lot of stuff.
All right. So we're gonna move along to what we watched on Sunday.
Oh yeah, we. Oh, yeah,
Uh,
we're having so much fun.
The good news is I was able to get a doctor to prescribe me some shit for my PTSD now from watching Halloween 3. I have post-traumatic stress disorder now. I wake up in the middle of the night so bored that I can't even sleep.
Soaking in sweat.
Have you ever
So-
been so bored when you think of something that you wake up from sleep?
Well,
I
you
know.
know what?
Wrap your head around it. It's so asinine. But that's
Here's some more. Here's some more that you can see in your sleep.
Nice movie spotlight.
That, ladies and gentlemen, was Tom Atkins doing an impression of Mike watching Halloween 3. Stop it! Stop it! It sucks so bad. Oh my god.
Hey, I have to admit, I actually came back and watched it again, and
What?
I think it's great.
Well, who are we gonna start with? Joe, let's start with you. We'll go counterclockwise because I know Michael's gonna have a lot to say.
Yeah, of course. I'm gonna hurry this part up because I want to hear from Mike. But I rewatched it. I know we did the watch along, and I watched it again and looked at the kills, and I like the kills, man. I think the kills are brutal. I think they're badass. I think the whole plot line of why Conal Cochran wants to kill these kids. I don't know. I don't get it, but I think it was for what it is, and the departure of Michael Myers, and the creativity and Tommy Lee Wallace being associated with the film, directing, all that stuff. I think it was cool, man. It is what it is, and I like it. I give it a strong 6 out of 10.
Stop it!
That's not strong.
It is fairly
That's
strong.
where I would. I like how it says Mike is muted whenever that shit happens. It reminds me that I'm muted and I can't say shit.
Oh, man.
All right, Patrick, what do you think, man?
Okay, so my take on Halloween 3. When I first saw it, I was disappointed as hell. I was confused because, like I said, you got to remember back then they probably said somewhere that it had nothing to do with Halloween 2. But back in 1982, it's not like there was social media. Nobody had cell phones. I didn't watch much TV.
Oh,
I was
didn't
out
think of
playing
that.
with my
It's
friends and
Halloween
shit.
3 on the theater.
So all I saw was Halloween 3, like I told you. I remember going to I used to go to the theater in town. That's me and my friends used to go all the time. And I wish I had it in my collection now. There was a big cardboard stand-up in the front of the theater. I forget what we were seeing before that. But I remember seeing the stand-up. I'm like, wow, new Halloween movie. That's awesome. So we all go see it. And just like, well, I'm confused. You know, we kept waiting for him to show up. Like I said, the scene in the beginning where the guy's being chased. I thought Michael Myers was chasing him. But I was also trying to figure out why he was in Northern California. Is he running from fucking Haddonfield, Illinois? Because now he's in Northern California. So, needless to say, I was disappointed. I didn't hate it, but I was disappointed because then I found out after the fact they were trying to start like that whole anthology thing, which later on would have been a great idea. I mean, look at American Horror Stories, one of my favorite shows. The anthology, the Creep Show, is basically the anthology with small little things.
So
in
why
it.
don't they just fucking do that now as like a mini series or some shit? Now that everybody's doing mini series, maybe they could do that Halloween thing they were trying to do with Halloween 3.
Don't knock it, because that's what a lot of people are whispering that maybe where Blumhouse goes after this. Maybe going that anthology route. And then you know what? Then I remember getting a VHS player and watching it on VHS. I'm like,
Oh my God.
I liked it.
Halloween is the only real major franchise doesn't have a series.
Yeah, so I enjoyed it, and then
There's the Freddy
as I've
one.
gotten older, I've gotten more nostalgic because I can remember as a kid. I remember sitting in the theater with my friends. I'm like, oh, we liked it. We didn't hate it. We were disappointed. And as I've gotten older, I've grown an appreciation for it. I love Tom Atkins because I love him in The Fog. I love him in Night of the Creeps. He was great in Escape from New York. I mean, he's so cool. He's like the most unlikely heartthrob you could ever see, but he's so cool at what he
geez.
does.
Yeah.
Oh, geez, Patrick.
Am I right? Because in every movie he's nailing these hot women that are usually like 20 years younger than him, and you're like,
He's like
there you go, man.
He's like the
that's
Ron-
you, Patrick. Your hands
he's
are
like
below.
he's like the Ron Jeremy of movies.
Remember, I like my wife said, it looks like you're sinking,
That's funny.
and I'm almost falling. But so I do enjoy it. The kills are cool as hell. I do like, I love the masks. I think the masks are cool. So I personally enjoy it. That's why I do. It's part of the collection. Like I said, there's only certain movies that I will collect, and like I said, it's part of my youth, so I appreciate it. So I would give it my own take. I would give it a 7.
What?
Yes.
What the hell is this shit? Did you take a fucking ecstasy pill for the podcast? What is making you so generous with this fucking abortion?
I would watch Halloween. I would watch Halloween 3 and give myself an enema at the same time rather than watch Resurrection.
Amen, brother.
Oh, I didn't. Well, that's not fair. That's like saying, would you
Oh,
rather
now you think. Wait, now
Oh.
he's thinking about it. Now he's thinking
let
about
me
it.
ask you this: would you rather be bit by a fucking king cobra or a rattlesnake? I don't think it fucking matters either way. You're fucking gonna die. You know what I'm saying? Like either of those movies are equally bad because you reach like a level of hell. Like it doesn't get any lower. And that is where Resurrection and Halloween 3 reside.
Well, this is basically what Dave said, and it's true. A lot of people would not shit on this movie if it didn't have Halloween 3 attached to it.
Bullshit. Bullshit. That's what everybody's been saying, but they're so full of shit, it's not even funny. That movie
Why?
sucks no matter what you called it.
Wait a minute.
But the thing is, wait a second. Let me finish.
Wait.
You hated it before you went in. You never saw it. You shit all over it. Why?
Because it fucking sucked.
But you just saw it on Sunday, but you've been shitting on it all the time before.
The Dick Warlock, evil Jehovah Witness thing he had going on.
I
The
think we're
fucking
all-
movie starts with some goofy ass little robot getting crushed in between two cars.
It's if you take the H3 away from it, it's basically just the same thing as
can
every
call
other
it
slasher movie we loved in the early 80s.
Bullshit.
Look at all the cheesy horror movies we loved from the 80s. That
Like,
would have blended
for
right in.
example, Tell me one that's as bad as Halloween 3 that you like.
That's as bad as Halloween 3?
Yes.
Chopping Mall.
Chopping Mall, Motel
Chopping
Hell,
Mall.
You like those legit
The
too?
Fun House.
Well, Chopping Mall is great.
I've never seen it.
I'm just saying I like them all, but they're just as cheesy. It's stupid. I mean, especially Chopping Mall is ridiculous with the robots.
Yes. But
I
it's
can
it's
see.
a
All
guilty
right.
pleasure. It's kind of like it fits into that nook and cranny of the era.
of the era. Like
Yeah.
I said, if you took the H3 away, it would blend in with all of those movies if it wasn't attached to this franchise.
See, I'd be on this side of the argument in a Friday the 13th discussion because I love the hell out of Part 5, which everybody bitches doesn't have Jason in it. Right?
I like Part 5.
Oh yeah, no, it's my favorite one.
got one
Number
of the
one
best-
favorite Friday the 13th is Part 5.
I love the outdoor scene the best.
Look at
Awesome.
Steve-
Deborah Voorhees is just
Mm-hmm.
God's gift to the world. of
Look what Steve
movies.
said. Look what Steve said.
H3 is better than both RZ's pieces of doggy doo-doo.
Yeah. Everybody's got an opinion.
And Chris, Halloween 3 was horrid. Hey, everybody's got an opinion.
No, it's all right.
Opinions are like assholes. Everybody got one, but
Yeah,
ain't no
right.
one want to admit it.
Hope Halloween 3 was the best movie you've ever seen.
If you've never seen Slam and Salmon, that probably sounded so ridiculous. You got to see Slam and Salmon.
I saw.
The guys from Super Troopers are waiters. It's great. Anything to change the subject on Halloween fucking 3.
I agree 100% with
I
Chris.
knew that was going to come up too, and it's so fucking not true.
I agree with Chris on this one. There's
Listen.
where they came up with the name Season of the Witch. I have no clue because it has nothing to do with it. I sort of get he's like a warlock, but so it's not Season of the Warlock. He's not a witch. So I never understood the whole reasoning by calling it that. Because they
Oh
could've called
no!
it
From
something
the
else.
title of the movie to the ending credits, it is just horrible, and it's all wrong. And I'm sitting there like dissecting the hell out of it, like I do a Halloween movie of any kind. But I'm sitting there being analytical, and I noticed like blooper after blooper after fucking blooper after blooper. It was bad.
Let me ask you this: What was your
You
favorite
know-
kill? What was your favorite kill or death in the
In
movie?
that movie,
Yeah, if you can remember.
the fucking
The child.
chopping the chick's head off.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Good.
Now she was a robot, granted, but I was glad to see her go in one way, shape, or form.
Yeah.
Anything to get rid of the people in that stupid ass movie. That movie was bad.
Wait,
Okay, let me tell you what that movie was. You ready? We've all seen Terminator 2, right? Terminator 2,
Yeah.
one of the greatest movies of all time, right?
Yes.
There's only one drag part in that whole fucking movie, and it's when they're like running. They're on the run, and they keep showing them in like a hotel, standing there doing nothing, and then going to some desert, and that's just the slowest part of the whole movie. Halloween 3 was that the whole fucking time. They were like running and staying in hotels and in some podunk ass town, and it was fucking tumbleweeds and fucking bullshit the whole movie. It was horrible.
All right, so 1 out of 10. What would you give it?
Oh, that's not fair because a number between 1 and 10
Oh.
is not 0. I would give it a straight fucking 1. And that's just because I have to give it something. And no, it has nothing to do with the word Halloween being the title of the movie. The movie sucked, and it's just my opinion.
No, everybody's
But
got their
it was
entitled to
like-
their opinion.
It was so unbearable. And especially nowadays. There's only X amount of time in a day. There's only X amount of days in a life, right? Of all the movies to revisit, Halloween 3 has to be so far down on the actual fucking scale of entertainment that you would never get to it in an 80-year fucking lifespan. But Cassie, what's up, Mike? We're just talking about some love for Halloween 3. Feel free to share the love.
Quick
for
question.
Halloween 3.
Michael hasn't stopped talking about how much he loves it.
I'm getting heartburn fucking thinking about it. I'm going to have to go in there and see if I got any Big Macs left because fucking I'm hyper now. I take medication to avoid how Halloween 3 makes me feel.
During the
Oh, man. You know, the good news is, I'll tell you.
Wait, whoa. The glasses are off. Hold on. Let
Yeah.
him speak.
This is what I love about Halloween 3. Okay? I need to write another metal album pretty soon, and life is too good to fucking get in the mood to write a metal song. But after watching Halloween 3, I'm ready to write a couple of metal albums as we speak because I'm in such a pissed off mood and just ready to unload my pent up rage on the world. It's bad.
See, it's inspiring you.
I'm inspired. Yes. So I'll give it a 1 because of its inspirational quality.
Just give it like a point.
Listen, dudes, it's not me trying to be cool. It's not me trying to have an opinion that differs from others, because I'm dumbfounded that everyone doesn't feel the same fucking thing. I really am. If I'm being honest, with all the movies that exist in the world, there's no way you would get around to watching that third. But I guess I don't give it a good score at all. Like it's just. I was open-minded as hell too, like very open-minded.
Did you have anybody? Did you have anybody from H3 sign your poster?
I let Tom Atkins sign it.
Okay,
Stacy Nelkin was there. I didn't have her sign it, and then the one kid I did have sign it, but it was just because he was in The Fog. That was in Halloween 2. That's right, the little kid with the
kid with the razor blade in his mouth.
Yeah,
yeah.
I was thinking of him, but Stacy Nelkin, Adrienne Barbeau, I didn't let either of them sign it, no. Tom Atkins, I let sign it because I'm a Creepshow fan.
Right.
And he was the stepdad that smacked the shit out of the kid in Creepshow, and that was worth standing in line for. But Halloween 3. You know what I do? I'll give you some positives. I'll give you every positive I can think of. The marketing is awesome. It's kind of like being a Kiss collector. I love having like multiple things you have to buy to complete the set. You know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
And the marketing behind the skeleton and the witch and the pumpkin, that's awesome. You could collect so many things. There's so much potential for marketing and awesome products and stuff like that. That would be really radical. But just the movie, though, the movie itself was so bad. It was an after-school special, but the quality was real bad when we watched it, wasn't it, Joe?
It was.
Do you think that played into it somewhat?
I think it did for you. I mean, I was curious.
I'll upload a new copy. We'll watch it again. When do you want to watch it?
Yeah, the version that we watched when we saw the sex scene. Did you see the girls' tater tots in the movie?
No,
just side boob.
Okay, because in the movie, I think I saw the movie. I saw something. I saw more than just side.
No, because I remember specifically when she did an interview, she said she
didn't
want it. They wanted her to show it. They wanted her to show it, but she didn't want to.
I don't know. Chris Ackerman he's ranting here pretty good. Let's look into this real quick. The premise is not good. Even the name Season of the Witch has no meaning to what was happening. Rob Zombies are way better. Good note. Good note, Chris. Good note. Tom Atkins is a creepy 70s porn old man who pimps on a young woman, basically just leaves on an ER job, abandons his kids to mac on a girl and the nurse back at the hospital, pretends to be a detective to solve some crime without any predication other than follow a young hot chick to a fake town with shitty Irish accent.
Well, wait, we can't talk about morals if we talk about Rob Zombie movies.
Somehow the mask activates some.
Smell you jealous of your daughter's ass?
Somehow when the lasers from the mask would have been. Oh yeah, what was with the fucking cheap ass lightsaber coming out of the fucking that coin? That was so dumb. And then it shows her mouth. She looks like Shanae from In Living Color. So bad.
How you doing? How you doing?
Not many people know much. Okay, for the town toy maker to take a dead woman to the factory instead of the ER, and Tom was like, "Whatever, let's bone this chick." He might be talking about a slightly different movie than the one I saw, but I could respect that. Yeah, it was just pretty lame. I mean, there wasn't enough colors for me. It was all very bland and dull. And there were no moments that stuck out in my head. As a matter of fact, from my childhood, I've collected scenes of the movie over the years, and the scenes I remember are pretty much the only ones I remember now, except for the end when, come to find out, the chick is still possessed or whatever, and whatever. But yeah, it's just bad. Bunch of different movie stories, but Michael Myers. Yes. Yeah, Michael Myers was too important. People were outraged.
Yeah, Mike. That's what it was. That's why he's referring to why they switched. Yeah, because basically Carpenter said after Halloween 2, that was it. It was supposed to. He was supposed to be dead.
Yeah, that's another one that I have a very unpopular Halloween opinion.
But when H3 made no money, that's when Mustafa Akkad said wanted to bring Michael Myers back. So
yes. How
that was the
many
reason.
different ways can the filmmakers tell you they hate a fucking movie and you're stupid for liking it before you eventually tell them to go fuck yourself? But not in this case. Instead, we let him do the fucking part on the fucking new movie so he could get a check for the soundtrack for the end till the end of time. God bless John Carpenter. I love him, but he has blatantly told everybody how much he fucking despises these movies and shit and wants
he's just-
nothing to fucking do with them.
makes
He
no
even said, and I quote, "I love when they make a new Halloween movie because they
I
use
get paid.
I get a paycheck."
It's all about. He's a big capitalist. It's all about the
Now
money for him.
everybody on planet Earth in the metal community fucking talks trash about Metallica for being a bunch of sellouts because they're a business that wants to make money. John Carpenter comes out outright and says that's what he's doing, and nobody fucking bats an eye. You see what I'm saying? Like, I just, if you stop and think about it, we do get mistreated pretty bad, and it's frustrating. But then again, the new movies have been phenomenal.
Well, Chris, that's actually what the rumblings are with the. I don't know how much validity is, but a lot of outlets are saying that might be where they're going after Ends, because I think after Ends, they'll smartly put Michael Myers to bed for a couple of years, so when they bring it back, absence grows fond, so it'll blow up like it did. Like we had all those years in between 2018, and look what happened. It turned out to be the biggest freaking selling horror movie in history.
Now, can we interview Matt? We'll take turns asking him a couple of questions because
Sure.
this is a good opportunity. Let's
Hold on.
So I'm just gonna ask. I love that. So okay,
It's my greatest creation.
first and foremost, let's introduce him to the community. How many Halloween movies have you seen from the beginning to the end?
Don't lie.
I'm not.
He's looking around in the shop.
You solemnly swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God.
Not the kill count neither. Like you actually watched the movie.
The kill count, right? The kill count. The kill count is Cliff Notes.
All right,
Well-
he's seen 4 of them. We're getting somewhere. What are those
Okay.
4?
Okay, 3. Technically, I was watching Halloween 3 the day of. I mean, not. Before we watched Halloween 3, I watched Halloween Kills. I just put it on to have like ambience, and I was watching it. I didn't get to the very end, but like I got really close. Actually, no, I left off on that kill where the guy gets the knife in the eye. And
That's
the
pretty
kills
early.
got to the- I mean, it felt like
It's on HBO Max now, so watch it.
So okay,
1, 3, and then both of the Rob Zombies. So that's 4.
and which of those 4 was the best one?
I'll be honest, because I know H1 is very
I like
dated.
movies.
Very dated.
Oh, we understand that. That's why we want your opinion. We value
Yeah.
it. We don't want our opinion again.
Yeah.
Yeah. I want to see
Well-
Halloween Kills because I liked it more than the Rob Zombie.
That's
one.
fine. Your opinion is your opinion.
Who
Yeah.
knows? If I had to
Nah,
say, like,
yeah,
which ones I've seen it all. I'd probably say the first Rob Zombie.
That's fine. I know a lot of people that would say that.
Okay.
Like I said, because you got to remember, Halloween is very dated. It is as a product of its time. Like believe me, as my kids got older, I couldn't wait to show them Halloween, thinking like how it blew my mind as a kid. I put it on and they were like,
Some of the best some of the best moments you'll ever have in your life is watching a shitty Halloween movie with your daughter or son.
"Oh,
Like I said,
they've
I've
seen them
seen
all. They've watched them all with me. Yeah, they watched
in
them all.
H2O and Resurrection, when he holds onto the thing with one hand on the ceiling and just lowers himself, my daughter hit the ceiling. She was so furious with how stupid that was. And I just loved listening to her talk about it. But it made it fun to watch. Like, I like watching bad movies to rip on them and say, oh, isn't this funny? And kind of like not get offended that, you want to talk during a movie and crack jokes and stuff like that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Kate Cassio.
Well, Pat, I can dive into the psyche. Yeah, I like the Rob Zombie movies. I don't have anything against them.
What did
I
you
mean,
think of Halloween 3?
I was not a big fan of the whole You know, I have to figure out a way to shoehorn my wife into H2. They could have did something different with that, but you know, that's neither here nor there.
What
But
do
I
you
do.
think, Matt?
I enjoy them. Both zombie movies.
What do you think of Halloween 3, Matt?
Like I said, it's a fever dream. I don't really remember all.
It's a fever dream.
Oh man, I mean, yeah.
Hey, we have hope. Because you know what?
It was
Next week's movie spotlight is
It was,
H2. We're getting closer to the prize.
I would watch it to make fun of it.
Yeah,
Watch
he
it
would
to make
watch
money.
H3 to make fun of it, similar to Mr.
So basically, you'd pimp yourself out for it. Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, no.
Hey, times are tough nowadays, bro. Times are tough.
Yeah.
Mm.
It just made
Gotta get that gas money.
That's it, man. Show a
Well,
little leg,
I
make
like
a couple of bucks.
I used to think it was kind of difficult, annoying conversations back in the day. You remember, what would you rather do if you had to pick one? Would you rather watch your parents have sex every day for a year, or bang your mom once and be done with it? Like that, there's stupid questions people asked back in the day.
I would have done the same
If
thing.
you
I would
added
have done the same thing I said before. I would have just walked out into oncoming traffic. I would have done neither.
Added the element of watch Halloween 3 into any of those, I would be torn as to what I'd rather do. I mean, even right now, I have follow-up questions. Well, what was my mom going to be wearing?
Well, now the only good thing about being older and having kids that are a little bit older now is like, I remember as a kid, if I saw my parents like hug and kiss, and you'd be like, ew. Now I get that. Like if I walk up to my wife and hug her, my daughter's like, ew, stop it.
Like,
So we're the gross people now that I used to think that was gross.
they're like, how do you think you got here? Don't tell me, dude.
Seriously.
You know what? I propose this. What's the date that we saw this movie? I'm sorry. Refresh my memory.
27th.
Okay. We should mark that date as Halloween 3 Day. And
Watch it again 1 year.
Would you give it a
we
date?
celebrate the movie only
that sounds
one
terrible.
day a year.
It's terrible.
Because every other day it's you're celebrating, Halloween in general.
You know what we'll celebrate? We'll celebrate it. Oh wait,
That's a
hold on
terrible
second.
idea. It's quite possibly the worst idea I've ever heard.
One day out of the year. One day.
Well, I mean, with that logic, I might as well go to a country concert once a year too, right?
Yeah,
Like,
Yeah, bro.
get the fuck out of here!
What we can
Imagine
do?
having let's
We will
do a day
celebrate.
where
We'll
we just-
celebrate Halloween 3 on October 22nd of this
No.
year
Yeah.
because that's 40 years to the day it was released.
Yes.
That sounds horrible. So we could talk about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't even know what day of the week it is, so we'd have to see. Maybe the full
I'll
on
be
a
watching it with
Wednesday.
headphones next time. But the headphones aren't for better sound quality. They're for watching something else all together on my phone while it's on. I'll be
that's
playing
so-
Simpsons on Voodoo the whole time. Like, you know what I mean?
just bust out laughing.
I look at it as you hate it so much. There's 365 days in a year. You're only watching it one.
Oh, I get what you're saying. Your life's too good, and you got to take
Yeah.
a step back and know what you're
Yeah.
appreciating every now and again.
Yeah, just once a year. Just once.
Well, Chris, I don't know. Go back and watch. I know I saw a bunch of interviews, and a lot of people were saying that Rob Zombie had no intention at all of doing a part 2, and but his made so much money. It was like the top grossing Labor Day movie weekend, I think ever. So of course, money talks. So they pressured him into it, and they were giving him a lot of shit. So he kind of just said, "Gloves are off," and he just made what he wanted to make. That's
I
why
like the idea.
H2 is much more of a zombie type movie than the first one.
You
Yeah.
see what Stephen Green wrote? Makes more sense than White Horse bullshit. Oh,
Well, like I said, that was basically just a shoehorn.
he's
shitty movie.
right. That was a fucking moment too, where I'm like, you got to be fucking kidding me! Like I get kicked in the face every time I go to the damn theater for Halloween. Like, think about it. First
Lay on the
it's
couch,
intro,
Michael.
and you're sitting there forced to be a part of Dawson Creek culture, and fucking then Resurrection. We all know was a turd, and you got all these different elements of now he's getting slapped around by rappers and just turning around and doing nothing. And then he's getting just beat up by a girl and a rapper at the end. And then fucking Rob Zombie's first one was a nice breath of fresh air into the whole fucking thing that was going down with that franchise.
After the first 15 minutes.
It was fucking horrible. I remember going to H2O opening night. Everybody, it was like a huge deal. Everybody, you got Jamie Lee Curtis back in a Halloween movie. The Resurrection, not even a tenth of the amount of fucking people were interested in that movie. Not even a tenth. When Rob Zombie put his name on the Halloween movies, you knew it was going to be good because he had all that going for him with House of a Thousand Corpses and shit, and the folklore that came with that.
Yeah. No, I was all excited.
And then his Halloween 2 was a fucking abortion too. That was hard. A lot of it was hard to watch. I couldn't believe he figured out how to bring his wife back. Couldn't fucking believe it. But then 2018.
That was the main reason. That was one of the main things I wanted to see was going to the theater. I went to the movies by myself because I went at like a late showing and the kids were young. So I went by myself and then I'm like, there it is. As soon as I saw the her as a ghost, I said, I knew he was going to figure out a way to shoehorn her back into the movie. Because he killed her off. I'm like, he had to figure out a way. I thought maybe he's going to bring her back as a different character in makeup. So you didn't really know it was her, but I'm like, nope, he shoehorned her in somehow.
It's right on in there.
You know, he kind of in a way represents he's like a soul figure of like the metal and horror community, it like summed up in one person. So you knew if he was, spearheading a project like that, you knew you were gonna get, you knew you got that vibe. Mm-hmm. So people like myself, yourself, Michael, Brett, we get that, and we're like,
and I knew right away.
Yeah, you knew what you were gonna kind of vibe.
When you heard, God of Thunder by Kiss right in the beginning of the movie, you're like, oh, this is going to just fucking rock.
Oh, exactly. Me, a diehard Kiss fan, I heard that. I'm like, awesome. Then he had a Destroyer shirt on. I was like, all right, this is going to rock. And it started out okay. Like I said, I love Williams Forsythe, but that whole scene in the beginning with him and all the whole shit was funny to me. So yeah. I call myself a Halloween purist, so to me that just didn't. While I love his other movies, I like all his movies. It just didn't belong in a Halloween movie.
And people like to say that, that's not how people act in real life. There's no one like the fuck it is. I personally have families that are trash like that.
Yeah. I mean, he in a way is just I guess a trailer park trash version of the kid from 18. He was comic relief. Mm-hmm. He was funny. He was silly. He was funny in that way, like in the Rob Zombie world. Like he was just comic relief, in my opinion.
And he was great.
Yeah, he was great. I thought it was fucking hilarious.
All right, so
it's right on target. As long as you like Halloween, we're all good to go, man. Everybody's got their opinions about it, and as long as everybody can talk about it and have a good time, like I said, I never take offense if people sit there and say one of the movies I like sucks. It's like, hey man, everybody's entitled to their opinion. Everything's subjective. Yeah. So I would never say
that is not an opinion.
I will never tell anybody to hate a specific movie. I say, look, I like it.
Ever made.
I wish I could like pull up like the gross earnings of Halloween 3. Like just numbers don't lie, bro.
They didn't earn dollar number one.
Hey,
go back and look, gentlemen. It didn't do as bad as you think.
No,
it didn't. It did not.
It didn't do as bad as you think.
You know it, Patrick. You know it didn't.
No,
yeah. It wasn't spectacular. It wasn't the biggest grosser, but it didn't do as bad as people say it did.
With all the original and the part 2, they grouped it all as a trilogy for Blockbuster, and it stayed popular only because it's called Halloween. Only.
No, but that's what got everybody in the door.
Only.
That's what got everybody in the door. Everybody saw Halloween, so it got everybody in the door. And you got to remember, in 1983, what were people doing? Everybody was still going to the theaters.
Doing coke and having sex with
nobody was streaming. Nobody was at YouTube and all this other crap. People were still going to the theaters. When I wanted to watch a movie, we went to the theater because you got to remember, you didn't buy VHS in 1982 because they were like $80, $90, $150. You had to go rent it. So people were going to the theater much more so than they are now. Like, I don't go to the movies. Nobody goes to the fucking movies anymore.
I go to the movies on opening day of all the Halloween.
Fuck that. If I could, you got to go. Last time I went, I go watch Halloween. That's about it. Other than that, I'll watch everything at home because I'm not going to go spend all this fucking money, $1,100 for a fucking soda and a popcorn. You can go blow it out your ass. Sorry.
I could get another collectible with that shit.
Fucking A right, man. You take a family of 4 to the movies now. It's just like, seriously, I could give you my left nut. It's like,
my movie experience has gotten worse. I haven't found.
That's why I don't go. I don't go to the theater. I don't. Halloween
Every
movie comes out, I go.
I go to Alamo Draft House because every time I go to a regular general admission fucking thing, I end up yelling at some teenager and I try to fight him. And it happens every fucking time. Like there's always somebody making noise.
Here you go, Mike. Read that one.
And then I turn around and I say, "We're gonna step outside if you fucking kick my chair one more time." And I almost get in trouble every single time. And so I start going to Alamo Draft House, where the ambience is good, but the popcorn is horrible. Horrible. Have you ever had the popcorn at Alamo Draft House?
There's none there. There's none anywhere near me.
I used to go all the time. But I used to get drunk. I don't eat popcorn.
Yeah, no theaters by me sell alcohol. Maybe I'd have a different perspective if they sold booze. None of them do.
Hey Patrick, you got my little honey over here. She's cracking up, bro. The whole
Get on. I'm trying to get my wife keeps walking past with the dog. I'm like, come on, say hi. She's like, nope.
She's laughing it up, bro. It's funny.
Yeah, that's like I can honestly tell you. Let's see.
No, you say hi when we're talking about Halloween 1 or 2.
Aside from like a couple of kiddie movies when my kids were younger, I can honestly tell you the last movies I've probably seen in the last 10 years. Obviously the Halloween movies, and the only other movie that I could think of that I saw in the theater was Dr. Sleep, because I'm a big Shining fan.
Well,
I watched The Shining today. I
don't want to run that out of time. You had an amazing idea of a subject that I thought was a pretty interesting one.
Yeah, I was watching the time too. So it's already 8:30. So we're going to transition into our top 5. And this week, our top 5 is...
This is for Dr. Loomis.
Evil dies tonight!
Evil dies tonight!
Spoiler alerts!
I am fucking screwed. I am screwed.
What's that, Matt?
I didn't get that far in the movie. Scratch Halloween Kills off. I was thinking, like, I don't know why I said that. I kind of like really like the Rob Zombie one more.
Those two came right to mind, and I was just like, I probably should have picked a couple more, but I'm like, I got to put these up there. I had to do it.
Yeah,
so.
I laughed out like really hard at that. This is for Dr. Loomis.
This is for Dr. Loomis.
Oh, man. I'm fucked.
Yeah, I actually had to make sure that was in there because Michael's impression, because he does it good. This is for Dr. Loomis.
Oh my gosh!
I think
so.
I did some reading. I did some research and everything, and I couldn't really. I
don't
know.
I narrowed it down. There was a lot of them, but I just said it. I had them all written down. I said, look, these are just the 5 that annoy the shit out of me the most, and that's just what I did. So, where'd Michael go? The bathroom?
Probably eating a Big Mac.
Oh. So I got to get some intermission stuff going here. I mean, we can start. We'll just.
I mean, I have his list right here.
So I'll go if we count back from number 5. Mine is, "Hey world, I'm Michael Myers' sister. I'm so fucked."
Oh God.
Oh, that's from Rob Zombie.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's like, seriously. I was like,
I'm so fucked.
that's my number 5. Did you hear that, Michael?
What was it?
All right, I'm sure you'll get it. "Hey world, I'm Michael Myers' sister. I'm so fucked."
Oh yeah, that was pretty bad.
Your favorite?
Yeah, she's all right. I think if I had a conscience about anything we've done with this podcast so far, that would be as close to one as I get. Like ripping on her, she might not deserve it as much as I dish out to her. But Halloween 3 on the other hand.
All right, what's number 5? We'll work clockwise, I guess. Joe, what do you got as your number 5?
I just can't. Tina.
Tina.
I'm like,
I actually forgot about that. Be honest with you.
Come on, do it.
I'm
Do it.
number
Like,
5.
get into the screen and do it. Like, dude, that's so much fun. Anyway, you're missing out.
Michael, what do you got? Number 5. You did your homework. Let's go. Number 5.
Number 5. is "Stop It, Stop It, Stop It, Stop It" at the end of Halloween 3. And I know what you're thinking. That's not actually a movie. It shouldn't count. Okay, valid fucking point. But that's my number 5.
It's still in the universe. All right, my number 4. I have to get my notes again. I'm never sensible if I can help it.
Oh.
One more time.
I'm never sensible if I can help it. I'm sure everybody knows who that is.
Sensible.
Tina.
That's so fun.
It looks like fun. It does.
Oh man, that's funny.
Yeah. I don't know what is it. The term we went with cringy.
Cringiest, yes.
I just remember this line because I remember it just was like, ooh, that stung. I don't know if that's cringe, but fuck off, Wade.
Fuck off, Wade.
Yeah, I love fuck off, Wade. Like he was like going to go hit on her, and she's like, fuck off, Wade. He's like, what the fuck? Like, ooh, I'd like that one.
Her daddy don't scare me.
Yeah, I like that one. I think that was cringe.
Here's a good one right here. Steve Green, Billy. Little.
Today, Junior, for Christ's sake.
That's a bad.
I mean, Silver Shamrock all around. Silver Shamrock. Yeah, that's neither here nor there. What do you got, Michael? Number 3. Actually, no. Did
Number
you say
4?
Number 4 for you? Yeah, because we're going clockwise.
Okay. It might be hard to. This might be kind of hard to figure out where it is. I don't know how common it is. Watch out for the boogeyman.
Oh, we were just talking about this the other day. Beth and her micro tater tots.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. So that's my number 4. Just because it's not what she said, it's how she said it.
That's what I picked. Just how it like sometimes just when I'm watching one of the movies and it just irritates me. It's like nails on a chalkboard. It's like, really?
Yeah,
So
it's how she said it. It's the.
This is a prime example. My number 3 is a prime example of it. Set
What
the
you got?
scene. Set the scene with what the hell is it? Adam Arkin. What do we do? And Jamie Lee Curtis, try to live.
Oh, yeah.
man!
And then the
I
music
was-
starts.
Oh, every time she says it, I want to put my foot through the screen. Try to live. What do we do? What do you mean? What do we fucking do? Try to live. Yeah. That to me, every time I hear it, it
Stop it.
drives me nuts.
Number
What about
3,
you, Big Joe?
Number 3 for me would be 2 days till Halloween. Halloween.
Silver Shamrock.
Rocks.
That's right. Yep.
Fucking the best jingle ever made. Damn it.
Which is why it's on your cringiest lines in a movie.
I couldn't stand that shit. That's the only thing I didn't like was that fucking sound. The ding, 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 ding.
Which one do you like, Steve Green? Which one? You said really? I like that part. I don't know which part.
Probably
The silver
Follow up,
shamrock.
baby. What's your number 3 there, Big Mike?
Trick or treat, motherfucker.
Number 3. Wow. Trick or treat, motherfucker.
Yeah. Number 3. All of the top 3 could have easily been chosen. as number.
And honestly, and I'm going right there with you. My number 2 was trick or treat, motherfucker. That
Yeah.
was my number 2.
Yeah. What about you, Joe? What's your number 2?
Well, yeah, I took that one, but it's like it's close to what he was already saying. He's like, "Hey, yo, Mikey, happy fucking Halloween!"
Oh man, a lot of Halloween Resurrection and Halloween 3 in the bad lines category.
Well, that was number 2, so we already know what number 1 is. I know.
We know what my number 2 and number 1 is, and it's from the same movie.
Steve, like Try to Live. Boo. Which one did you like, Chris? What line you said? Boo. I like that one. Which one was it? I don't know. Mine and so
Steve Green, good note. Busta Rhymes are all of his 5. F that guy. Good note.
good call. Oh, we could do a whole top 50 on the worst Busta Rhymes lines. Fucking Halloween abortion. Big Joe, what do you got? Because mine was the same one. Was trick or treat, motherfucker. What do you got, Joe? Number 2.
That was my number 2.
Oh, right. Okay, that was your number 2.
Yeah.
So, what was your number 2, Michael? Because number 3 was your was Trick or Treat, motherfucker. What's your number 2?
This one's for Dr. Loomis.
I purposely pulled that out of the movie for you for that. That's why I purposely did that.
Spoiler. So bad. So
That's your
bad.
number 2, and well, it's everybody knows what my number 1 is, and I know what you just said your number 2 was. So let's just repeat it.
This is for Dr. Loomis.
Evil dies tonight!
Evil dies tonight!
And
Yeah,
more specifically, my Evil Dies Tonight is that annoying woman that repeated it after. Evil dies tonight.
Oh, man.
Not even Anthony Michael Hall. That annoying woman. Evil dies tonight.
The one with the iron.
The curly hair. No, yeah. Oh, she was the best part of that whole movie. The girl with the iron at the fight.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that was
right.
What?
What's your number 1, Joe?
All right, so I tried to veer away from Buster because I know Buster was gonna get all the shine, but it was from. I'll give you some new stuff. It was from Kills, the new Loomis. Michael, did he kill again? Did he kill again?
Yes, that's a little
Did
cringy
he kill
too.
again?
Did he kill again? I'm like, what the?
Officer Hawkins, did he kill
Ah,
Did he kill again?
Did he kill again?
You just made me realize one I totally missed out of 2018 that was really stupid. I'm
What's
just
that?
gonna call this top 3, even though it's not actually in there for my thing. But you're the new Loomis.
You're the new Loomis.
When Jamie Lee Curtis said that, I was like, oh, boo.
Look, we're gonna take this topic and put it in our back pocket and do a revisited one and
we
just
might
okay.
need to, because there's
Yeah.
a lot I forgot about. But
Yeah.
without a
Weasels, fry it tight.
without a doubt, number 1, not even close to number 2, is Evil Dies Tonight.
Yeah.
I'm
Oh, yeah.
so fucking sorry, but I could go the rest of my life never hearing that shit again.
Yes, indeedy.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Because you imagine, like, my biggest dream would be to see Halloween in the theater, the original Halloween.
Oh,
I got a chance to see it in the theater, but the opposite.
dickhead.
It's pushing him back to hating it.
But that is my dream. My number 1 nightmare is to have to see Kills in the theater again. Because let me tell you what kind of movie Halloween Kills is. It's a fantastic fucking movie. If you got a remote in your hand and you press fast forward whenever the hospital shows up.
Exactly. I do that, and I actually do that.
Yes.
And if you're not in the mood, you can skip that bar scene in the beginning too.
Yeah,
Yes.
You
that's
skip
usually
that and the hospital, and you got a kick-ass fucking movie.
the last time I watched it, I did that. I watched the beginning, the flashback. I love the flashback. The bar scene came. I got up, took a piss, got something to drink, came down, fast forwarded through the hospital, and then the rest of the movie's great.
I agree. I
Weasels fly.
I
at
tend
night.
that. I don't know how many times I've watched it, but I've done that shit. I cannot tell you. Just fuck
Yeah.
this.
That if they cut that whole part out, yeah.
So, what was your number 1, Patrick? Same?
Same. Evil Dies Tonight. That's why I replayed that. I'm like, this is it because you brought up this is for Dr. Loomis.
Yeah. That sheriff with the cowboy hat was useless.
It was useless in 2018. He was even more useless. You kind of thought he would redeem himself like Cameron did because he was a douchebag in the first one, and then he redeemed himself, and then
he
you thought
was even more lost in the new movie.
who?
That sheriff.
He was even worse. He was worse in Halloween Kills.
Yeah, you remember that movie Waiting, where there's like you're really busy and the manager jumps in to try to help, but he doesn't know shit. He just makes everything more chaotic, and you just want to push him out of the way. That's what
Get the
that
fuck out of
dude
here.
was in the whole fucking movie. Just get out of the way. You're just pointless. That was so dumb.
Yeah,
But-
he was just Well, here's some love for H Kills.
No, that
All right,
movie
Steve.
is.
All right, Steve.
I like it. I honestly like it. that whole hospital scene, not so much the whole hospital scene. In the beginning, when she gets there and then Hawkins shows up, all that I could get past all that. When they tried to throw that whole social commentary in there with that fucking Tivoli guy and mob mentality, it's just like, look, I know Jamie Curtis, and I don't want to get into politics. She's big on that. It didn't belong in this movie.
Yeah.
Sorry.
And also the
Do it elsewhere. Don't throw it in a Halloween movie. It doesn't belong. Sorry.
in the beginning of the film, what was his name? Sheriff. I can't remember the sheriff's name. He's like,
Barker.
He needs to die tonight. He's like, I'm gonna be the one who does
Oh
it.
yeah.
Could have done without that too.
I'm like, bro,
Fucking
you were in the
liar.
hospital the whole fucking time. You didn't do shit. What are you talking about? You didn't do nothing.
Hey, well, he tried and Loomis stopped him.
Yeah, he did.
Well, that's gonna be. This is gonna be one of those great when we get to the Halloween Kills watch along. Aside from Michael, it's gonna every time Evil Dies Night comes up, Joe, we gotta do a shot. Michael could have a Big Mac.
Yeah,
I'll partake.
yeah.
Yep, and Matt's in
Yeah,
too.
Matt will do some shots.
Yep.
Chris
I was-
Ackerman has got an interesting little thing he plays here where he
Which one?
just, every time they say Evil Dies Tonight, try to do a different one. That's funny. We should come back with a couple of those next time we do the podcast. So, what can we make that one of our subjects?
Yeah.
Top 5 things you come up with 5 of your own that rhyme with Evil Dies Tonight.
Yeah, that's so good. I'm gonna write it. Like I said, I write it down because I get old and I forget
puts
things.
lotion on its skin.
Puts lotion on its skin. Evil puts
I don't know.
No, we'll definitely put that in for next week. Good suggestion. And that was great. Like the whole first weirdest and most expensive was there was somebody in the chat last week, that guy Vidal, and I thought he'd be back here this week. I even said thanks for the idea in the little preview because you guys have some ideas. Throw them in the chat. You know, because I'm all for it. That'd be fun. We could just sit there and try to figure out some cool things. Measles. Hey, don't use them all up. Here's another one from him. Measles try to bite. Come on. Yeah, we could have a whole freaking field day with those. But yeah, with the Halloween Kills watch along, I'm all for that. But every time Evil Dies Tonight, man, we hit it. But one thing, we're gonna have to figure out a way to do it on a Saturday because I'm gonna be fucking hungover as hell the next day after that movie.
Yeah, no doubt.
I second.
Sunday, and I gotta work the next day after drinking all those shots. No, I need to recoup. So we got to figure out a way to do it on a Saturday night.
Right.
I second.
Well, we could get some stuff done, no doubt. That was actually a very fun experience, but I just had to throw it together at the last second because it hailed last week and we got real busy with everything else. But I would love to set up. And this place, Joe, get your gears turning too, man, because this place has potential to be a kick-ass place to watch a movie. But we just got to think of what it is we need and how to set it up in here to make it the best it can be.
Cool.
If you do that, you're gonna need some Ubers. Well, I'll be home. Joe's gonna have to get his ride home, and Matt.
I'll do that. I can arrange.
You guys got that whole room next door, man. Just you bring a sleeping bag and you just don't
I
leave.
don't know how many times
Hey.
tonight.
Oh my God! Yeah, you guys will have to find a ride home for sure. I just thought of that.
Oh, well, and I just wasted my Evil Dies Tonight. My Evil Dies Tonight's right there. Sleeping bags tonight. I just used one up.
That's
I
funny.
mean, every party can have a DD. We can have one designated DD. We can make shit like that happen. Don't worry about it.
I'll be doing all those shots. I'll be sleeping in this chair the next day. I'll probably have the camera still on. You'll see me like this.
Hell yeah! We should come up with another event though. That was really fun to have something to look forward to. What's our next look forward to?
Well, let's do the next watch along. Like I said, we start from the Immortal Classic. Start with Halloween.
What do you think about that, Joe?
That sounds like a fucking awesome. I had a fucking blast, dude.
And then we'll work it all the way up until like the week before we do a watch along of Kills. And maybe that could be the shot one, which I have to do on a Saturday. And then Ends comes out and there's the whole thing.
Bro, we could fucking, and this is just me being a Texas guy. Bro, we could barbecue, dog. We can have food. Like, we could turn it into a fucking thing, bro. Like food and movies. What the fuck? You can't go wrong there, bro.
Yeah, this is important to note, though. We'll get back to that subject real quick. Mike Brown, this is very important. I am in no way, shape, or form trying to replace Evil Dies Tonight to replace the Grim Reaper Challenge. Those of you who are not familiar with the Grim Reaper Challenge, is you listen to This is how a baller on a budget would get drunk, right? You only got $3 in your pocket. You go buy whatever your 40 of choice is, whether it be King Cobra or one of the malt liquors like Schlitz or some shit.
MD 2020.
Yep, you get the nastiest $33 fucking 40, fucking Natty Ice, whatever. And then you listen to the song "See You in Hell" by Grim Reaper. And every time he says "See you in hell," just take a sip of a beer. By the end, you're wanting to puke. You feel like you're so fucking trashed. It's epic. You got to try it one day. But no, that's not gonna be replaced anytime soon.
No, and believe me, that wasn't a creation of that either, because this has been going on since before I was even in high school. Anytime like you watch something that repeats and you just do a shot or you drink, it's been going on forever.
You guys want to just do this with the podcast next week? Do the Grim Reaper challenge with Matt? Yeah, just come into work with a 40 on Wednesday. Just sit up and then we'll just do one run, and you'll listen to it in headphones and take a drink every time you hear "See You in Hell."
I'll do it. I might have to freaking put a thing together where I have to get a piss at some point because I'm going to drink a lot.
Can we start an hour earlier? I need to get more sleep.
Yeah, Mike's right. It's a 5-beer song, pretty close.
I got my little cooler here. I can do it. I might have to take a break to take a leak, but I'll do it next week. You want to put that in there? I'm all for it, man.
All right. Next week, Grim Reaper challenge for those
write it down.
Drinking. I would love to be a part of watching the Grim Reaper challenge. I can't do it these days because I'm one of those.
So we got to play it start to finish. We ain't gonna get dinged for that though, right? I don't think so. We're not Joe Rogan. We don't have freaking 5 million viewers. I don't think anybody's gonna ding us for that.
Well, even if we just turn it down low, if we
that's all. I'm not.
People will see you drink every time. I think it's kind of funny how many times they would see you drink. So maybe you don't even need to hear it on the other end, because it's gonna be like, it's gonna be a night.
I'm gonna have to work on. I'm gonna have to work on that pee break intermission. I'll have to put one together because after that, I'm gonna have to take a leak if I down 5 beers.
Do put a bucket next to you just in case. It's better to have and not need than to need and not have. I'm just saying.
We're doing this next Wednesday.
We'll do it on next week's podcast.
Okay, and it's gonna be while we're reviewing Halloween 2.
Sure.
Right.
Yeah.
What topic could we talk about that's not super uber serious? Because we're gonna be feeling pretty good.
Whoa.
Well, I threw it. You guys have any ideas? Anybody in the chat have any ideas? What would people like to see
How about
next week?
that old classic bang and kill fucking scenario? Fight, fucking kill.
No, I'm saying, like, what does everybody have as far as like a collector spot? Like, what kind of things would people want to see? I mean, we did videos, we did laser discs.
That's what I'm saying, Patrick. Fight, fucking kill. You gotta put someone into every one of them categories. But
no, I'm talking about the collectible end of it. We can do that. I don't give a crap about that. Like, what should we show for next week? Like each week we show something.
Oh, what do you want to do for the collection wise?
Fight, fuck, kill.
I would
collection edition.
I would like
ideas.
Oh, comic books. I got all of them.
All right, yeah. Well, let's do comic books next week. I don't have all of them, but I have the majority of them. I'll do that.
Cool.
I don't have dick.
Zert. Well, we got some doubles here, Joe.
There's a pattern. Like, y'all show, I go. I start looking for the shit. Y'all show, I go. That's what that would work.
I guess Chris was at that event too, Joe. He was looking for it.
Okay. So, all right, Chris, I was there when I was texting you. He was in line, but I was drunk already. So I was like, I either need to leave now or it's going to get to a point where it gets bad. So I had to leave. I had to go. But yeah, I knew that you were there. I was texting.
Yeah, we could do masks one week. Maybe we'll do masks. I'll put down masks for the following week. We'll do comic books next week and then masks after that.
Big Steve, what kind of racing do you do? That's pretty interesting. I'm kind of over here.
Damn, I can in the final weeks of training before race season. To May of the weekend. No alcohol till November. No alcohol. With the summer coming, man, that's like I said. I gotta start preparing for ring stock. There's gonna be a lot of alcohol. So
hey, best of luck, Steve. Best of luck, brother.
Good luck, man. Yeah, by all means, do it.
You're the physically fit out of all of us, bro. Most physically fit.
I used to be, but that ship sailed.
That motherfucker, he's like, that's my fucking, and it's like, like, all right, I need to go to the gym and put some work in.
Guess he saw you by the other stage, but then you disappeared, Joe. I guess you split.
Yeah, I had to go, bro. I was fucked up. I think that's right after I talked to Mike.
Is that what did it? Endurance obstacle course racing. Nice.
Wow.
That's tight.
Endurance is a word I haven't had any use in saying in a long time.
Yeah, me both.
Endurance is it's a matter
Good for you, Steve.
minutes.
Good for you, my man.
Yeah.
To hear about that.
Awesome.
So we're gonna be ready. You guys are gonna be ready for the Grim Reaper challenge next week.
So we'll do the Grim Reaper challenge next week. We're going to do comic books.
How many times have I done it?
We have to. What's a good top 5? Anybody? We got somebody in the chat gave us a good top 5 last week with the cringiest moments. Anybody got any ideas for what's a good top 5 for next week?
Top 5. No.
Who would you pick as your top 5 babysitters?
No, that's really dumb. No offense.
I don't think there's 5.
That's why
I love you, brother.
No, that's why I said it.
There's only really no. There is 5 babysitters in it. You could actually do it. Who was the best babysitter? The best babysitter out of the franchise.
Yeah.
That's hard. What about top 3 actors? Like acting performances.
We already know the answer to that.
William Forsythe?
No. Fucking Busta Rhymes.
Busta Rhymes,
bro.
baby.
He did the best performance?
He should have got the Yeah, could you see him up there smacking Chris Rock? He should have got the Academy Award.
Nobody else has done kung fu, bro. Come on.
Oh man. That's hard.
And his only credit in the movie is him watching kung fu movies. That's it. Trash. The
I hated them.
sidekick,
them.
Vicky. Ooh,
Yeah.
Vicky was good. You're so getting dry fucked tonight.
Yeah. That's
Oh,
fucking hot, bro. That's hot shit right there.
That's one of my favorite posters up there. Can you see that one?
Which
Let's
one?
see if we can get over to it. Let's see, where are we? See it right beside the spewing out pumpkin on the top?
Oh, is it her? Yeah, being dragged.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Isn't that cool?
Yeah. That is a great image.
I love that. Got it directly from the guy who did it too.
Whoa.
Yeah, he had a couple of them. He did that one over there that has the shadowy look.
It took me a minute to realize that the guy next to him was dead.
Yes, so I'm excited. Well, thanks for another great week, gang.
Yes, and before you know it, we'll be back here. What we'll do in behind the scenes, we'll Joe, the 3 of us, 4 of us actually, we'll have to look at calendars and see when we can do the watch along for Halloween. So this way it all lines up with ends when end starts. So we'll figure it out. We'll just pass some instant messaging back and forth. And thanks for everybody that was hanging out tonight. Hopefully everybody had a good time. What's this top 5?
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
Top
What
5
a-
deck of variations. Yeah,
what
that's a good-
about-
we can do that too?
What about the mask variations he's talking about? Because that's kind of interesting. I always wondered that too. Always curious why there's so many variations like Boogeyman, Hero, Hospital, Elrod, Slayer. Maybe we should do a little bit of homework and explain that.
Well, yeah, let's do comic books and then start working on it because that's a little bit detailed. So we could do that the following week if you can do. You've been doing good with your homework. You're getting straight A's now.
I'm trying.
There you go.
I'm proud of me.
We're all proud of you.
Shows improvement. That's what the notes say. The grade's still not great, but it says at the bottom, shows improvement.
Like the teacher used to tell my parents, he's got such potential.
My parents, they shows improvement note on my report card. They gave me my own room because they were so proud because I was the worst. I held the record for the most detentions in 6th grade, which was the last grade I actually went to before dropping and stuff. That's a fun subject we could get into. But badass,
Awesome.
guys. Well, thank you so much, Joe. Always a pleasure to see you. Patrick, always a pleasure, my friend.
And everything's all set. I saw you sent out the events for the auction on Friday, so the auction will be happening again. Everybody, make sure you join in.
Yep.
Feel free to break out that the Halloween 3 advertising thing I was telling you about. I'll be see if anybody else is interested other than myself.
Nice.
I might take that. I'll take that. I take it.
Well, fantastic, guys.
All right,
Much
boys.
love always. We'll see you.
Chat with everybody on Friday night at the auction.
Cool.
We'll see you at the auction on Friday.
Take care, everybody.
Cheers.
Later.